Hello and welcome back to Guitar Lessons, How to Play Guitar in 6 Short Lessons. Today is our third lesson and you're moving right along. You're practicing hard, I see. My name is Pastor Keith Capizzi. I am the senior pastor here at Club Zion Community Church, and I have been asked by many people if I would do a How to Play Guitar video. I've been teaching guitar lessons for a lot of years, many students. This is my first video, so go ahead and subscribe and just go ahead and push those little buttons, like, whatever you do. I am not really a social media kind of person, but you do what you need to do. And we'll just keep putting out these videos. So this is how to play guitar. Lesson 3. So I've already given you the layout of the fretboard, the notes on the fretboard, and then last week we went over bar chords where you just learned all those bar chords. So today we're going to get into major chords, major open chords, and I have a chart here that we're going to go over and help you to learn playing guitar. So this video, if you're able to go back to it, what I'd like, last week I asked you to work on 3 chords, and that was the G major, the C major, and the D major. And I asked you to be practicing that last week in 4/4 timing. So here we go. G. I'll call it out. G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wow. So, that's what you were working on last week. And hopefully you stayed with it. You're working on your bar chords last week. You're calling out the bar chord. You got the E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, or A flat. A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, back to E. So that's what you were working on last week. And then the E minor, and you went up to the bar chords on the E minor. You went to the A. And then you went up with the bar chords on the A, and then the A minor, you went up on the bar chords, calling out each chord as you went up the neck. And that gives you all your majors and minors. And we didn't, that's not doing sevenths or ninths or sustains or susts or whatever. Just the major and minor chords all the way up the neck, every single one in a bar chord, and I asked you to be practicing that. Then the major chords, open majors, G, C, D. So as we went over that last week, this week we're going to include A, D, and E, E major. So D, A, and E. So if I take the A, D, E, A. Now, so many songs can be sung in those with that chord arrangement. I'll fly away, oh glory, D, fly away. Okay, so you got the E. So A, D, E, A. Now I'll play the same song with the G, C, D. So you got those three keys, the key of G. So in the key of G, we did G, D, G, C, D. In the key of A, we did A, E, D. So what would happen if we did the key of C? Well, in the key of C, we would do C, F. We'd do G, C, and F. So I've given you all the major chords. So with those major chords, you could play a variety of different keys, different arrangements. You could do the key of B. So as we go through this, I gave you these charts, and we'll do a close-up on the charts so that you can have that to go back to. So here's your G, G major. And as you look at the chart, let me just point out on the G major. So what you have is, on the G major, you have fret 1, fret 2, fret 3. Now, the numbers on these finger positions, the black dots, is your index finger, your middle finger, and your ring finger. So 3 is your ring finger, 2 is your middle finger, 1 is your index finger. So when you see the chart that you'll be able to pull up on the video and go back to, you're going to be playing the G chord. And then the C chord. You'll see the pattern. The first fret, second fret, third fret. And these are your strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, when the strings are numbered, 1 is always the skinniest string on the bottom. And a lot of people say, well, why don't they just number it the other way? Because it's going down. I don't know. I wasn't the one that came up with that idea. I would have rather have gone it the other way, but this is the way it is. So first string is your skinniest string. Sixth string is your fattest string. So playing the C chord, index finger on the second string, first fret. Your middle finger is the fourth string, second fret, and your ring finger is the fifth string, third fret. And then we move over to the D chord, D major, and with the D major we have your index finger is on string 3, second fret. Your middle finger is on string 1, second fret, and then your ring finger is on string 2, third fret. So with these 3 chords are countless song progressions that you can play. Next week, I'm going to post a list of songs that are able to be played using these major chords. So by next week, if you're practicing your bar chords, if you're practicing your major chords, by next week you'll be starting to play your songs. Now, so as you see these charts, let me go to the A major. In the key of A, you have second string, second fret, ring finger. You have third string, second fret, middle finger. You have fourth string, second fret, index finger. That's your A chord. Now we drop down from an A to a D. We already covered the D. First string, middle finger, second fret. Second string, ring finger, third fret. Third string, index finger, second fret. So for the key of A, you'd play A, D, and E. So the E chord, last week we looked at the E chord, and I asked you to go online and look up how to play the E chord because you're going to use that in your bar chord. But going back to the E chord, third string, index finger, first fret. Fourth string, ring finger, second fret. Fifth string, middle finger, second fret. So there's your E chord. So practicing these major chords is really important. Now here's two chords that everybody has a problem with when they're learning guitar. Everyone. Every single person that learns guitar hates these two chords at first. One is the F chord. The F chord is tricky because you're playing first and second string using the index finger on the first fret. Then the third string is played with the middle finger, second fret, and then the fourth string is played with the ring finger on the third fret. So let me just show you this F chord. Here's the F chord. So you're going to play both strings with one finger, and you're going to play the F chord. So even though it's a difficult chord to learn, it's a pretty chord. So the other chord that people struggle with is the B chord. The B chord is you have your first string, index finger, second fret. Then you have your second and third and fourth string all on the fourth fret using your pinky, your middle ring, your ring finger, and your middle finger. So that chord is played like this. Or like this. I play it that way because I, after the years, have learned to just use my finger to push down all the strings. If I'm going to play a B, I myself don't play it that way. If I'm going to play a B, I'll play a bar chord. It's just gotten easier for me to do it that way. I feel like the stretch isn't as bad. So instead of me using the proper technique to play the B, instead of using my pinky, my ring finger, and my middle finger to press down on string 2, 3, and 4 in the fourth fret, I'll just use one finger to do all of them. And so those are the two major chords that people have the most problem with, is the F major open and the B major open, a full chord without barring it. So those are all your major chords. Next week we're going to get into the minor chords, but this week it's all major chords. So you're going to be practicing these major chords with the 4/4 timing, which is G 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, C 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, D 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, G. Now that's 4/4 timing. Later on, we get into different timings, and we're not up to that yet. Right now, we're trying to learn the chords. We're trying to strum. We're trying to stay in beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A lot of people, when they're learning guitar, they'll just be like, there's no real math involved. It's just chaos. So that's why I want you to begin from the very beginning of learning guitar is that beat, tapping your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't learn to keep timing, you'll find that later on it's going to be near impossible to play with other musicians. Because it doesn't matter how many musicians you have that you're playing with. If they're all in timing, it works. If one musician's out of timing, it's chaos. It really is a mess, a train wreck. It's not a good thing. So here's your major chords. Now, what I wanted to go over today was this little gadget. This little gadget right here. This thing is called a capo. Go online, go to eBay, and pick up one of these for about between $7, $9, $12. I'm sure you can get one for $8 or $9. It's worth it. You get this. And you're going to find that this really, really makes a difference when you're wanting to sing with your guitar. When I lose my way. So I started singing. When I lose my way, and I forget my name, remind me who I am. Well, what if that key doesn't work for me in that voice? I'll take my capo and I'll move it up to a key that maybe works better for me. So I'll try this key right here, the same chords. When I lose my way and I forget my name, remind me who I am. So, okay, that's a little high for me, but let's play with this some more. The capo, I'm going to move this capo up to the 5th fret. We'll try it again. Same chords. When I lose my way, I forget my name, remind me who I am. So it's getting higher, but what if I bring it all the way up here, and you're thinking, oh, that's going to be even higher than that. When I lose my way, I forget my name, remind me who I am. So I went higher, but going higher allowed me to drop my voice. So if I play that song in the key that it's written in, when I lose my way, and I forget my name. It's, if I go up past where this nut is, up here, it sounds like I've brought the guitar up, but it's allowed me to bring my voice down. When I lose my way and I forget my name, remind me who I am. So that's the beauty of a capo, is that when you start learning these chords and you start getting better at doing these chords and starting to look up songs, you might find a song that, you know what, I can't sing this song. Here's the key. You can sing that song. All you have to do is just experiment with the different chords and find a key that works for you. When I lose my way and I forget my name, remind me who I am. In the mirror, all I see is who I don't want to be. Remind me who I am. So you might find that different keys work better for you, sound better, you enjoy it more, and you're able to perform the songs in a way that's comfortable for your voice. I know that for me, there's so many songs that it would be impossible for me to sing in different keys. But amazing grace, oh how sweet. Okay, now watch. I'll play it. That was G. I'll play it in the key of D. Amazing grace, oh how sweet the sound. So the different keys allows you to move your voice around, find the key that works with your voice, and you'll find that the guitar has so much expression. And that's what you're going to love about the guitar. You're not stuck with a guitar when you have a capo. The capo allows you to move around and really have fun with your instrument. So we have your major chords that you're going to be practicing this week. You're continuing to practice your bar chords. That enables you to be able to play any major or minor chord on the fretboard. So you're doing your bar chords, you're keeping your timing, count out the 4/4 timing, and also you're continuing to play the guitar to songs on the radio. Remember I said you muffle your strings, don't press down on the strings, just muffle them, and you can just jam like. So you just want to do your guitar. Last week I told you your hand that runs the fretboard, that is your rhythm. Your strumming hand is your drum set. This is the drums right here. Drums, rhythm. So those are the things you're practicing this week. Now, I'm going to give you another pattern to work on, and this is really moving forward for you, pushing you beyond your limits, but you need to be pushed. Why not? Why not go for it? Again, your fingers are going to hurt. The strings are going to really affect your fingers, and I have to go back to last week what I said. If you have some guitar that's been sitting around your house and it's a piece of junk, it's killing your fingers to press down on it. There's no way you can get a sound out of it. You have got to just bite the bullet and get a guitar. Call grandma, call your mom, call your kids, call whoever you need to call and say, listen, I need a guitar. Can you help me? Make payments to pay them back, but you need to get a guitar, one that works. And this guitar, this is not my guitar. I just picked it up off the stage. It's one of the musicians up here. It's okay. It's not my guitar, so I'm picky. I like what I like. But if you can't push down on a string, if you can't just take that third fret and press each string and get a clean note by just plucking one string, if you press down on that third fret and it sounds like this, if it sounds like that, your action is probably too high. And the guitar it's going to be a guitar you're going to struggle with. And if you struggle with your guitar, you're not going to be encouraged, you're not going to be excited, and you're probably going to give up playing guitar. So you want to have a guitar that spurs you on, that fires you up. So get one that works. Okay, so we've gone over that. Now, my last video that we go over, I'm going to go into teaching you how to string a guitar, how to wrap your strings on your machine heads, how to tune your guitar, and that's going to be our last video that we're going to work on. But this one, I'm continuing to work with you on the major chords. Make sure that you get all these charts, and we'll do a close-up on each chart so that you can go back to this video and practice these. Or what you could do is you can go online and you can Google, for instance, E major, and then hit image. And then when the image comes up for E major that you feel is the easiest to look at or to follow, just go ahead and print it out, and you'll have this very sheet right here that I have. And what you do is you go online, print these major chords out, put them in a loose leaf binder, and you'll be able to just pick up your binder and just work through these chords and practice them. And you'll see that it does take time. It does. It takes time. It's not like you're going to learn these chords this week and next week you're going to be a musician. Practice, practice, practice. You have to practice. You don't practice, you won't play guitar. You have to practice. Practice is what makes your calluses build up on your hands. It also strengthens the muscles in your fingers to be able to press down on these strings to get a clean sound. Practice gets you familiar with where the patterns are to play these chords. Practice gets you the ability to be able to keep timing, to be able to be used to that foot tapping when that hand strums. Your foot that taps, I don't have a foot that I favor, like I don't favor my left foot or my right foot. It depends if I'm standing or if I'm sitting. But if I'm sitting here playing the guitar, my foot begins tapping when my hand starts moving, always. It just does that. So be practicing that you're strumming, foot tapping, counting out the beats. You'll be able to sing and play songs in time. Just know that that's going to just take a while. Right now, you're getting familiar with the neck. You're getting familiar with the chords. You're getting familiar with your pick, your strumming, and your timing. when you find that guitar that works for you, and you think, it's a pretty guitar, I like the guitar, I think this is going to work for me for a while, make sure that you could save enough money to take your guitar to a guitar shop and get it worked on. Because I'm telling you that what they do to your guitar is amazing. They can take the junkiest guitar and make it sound like a really nice guitar. They're professionals. They know what they're doing. There is a guitar shop on Courtney that I use that I'm very, very happy with. They've tuned many of my guitars, my bass guitars. The name of that, Jacobs is the name of it. It's on Courtney. And I'm telling you, you get your guitar worked on, it's a whole other guitar. It's totally different. And when you go there, they'll ask you, how do you like to play? And how is your strumming? And then they'll get that guitar fit for you. And that makes all the world of difference. My guitar cost $85 for them to redo. And it was worth every bit of the $85 to get it done. Okay. So that's what we have this week. Don't forget to subscribe. And I forgot the other word. Anybody know the other word? Notifications, yes. Again, I'm not Mr. Social Media. I have a Facebook account that my son talked me into getting just so I can sell stuff on Marketplace. Other than that, I'm useless with social media. But go ahead and click on that and notifications, and we'll let you know what's going on. We do a lot more than just guitar lessons here. We do all kinds of cool stuff, but I'm more than happy to send it all out to you. Is there anything else? How are we doing with our time? We're done? Oh, she says we're done. Okay, so go ahead and work on your major chords this week. Next week we get into the minor chords, and next week I'm going to break out the electric guitar. I don't know if I'll use the Telecaster or the Strat, but who knows? Maybe the Les Paul, but I'll break out the electric next week. And also next week we are going to go over the minor chords, but next week I got something really nice for you, and that is you're going to begin learning to play lead. Okay, so I'm going to give you some lead patterns you can work on. Very simple. I'll have a chart for that so that you can see exactly where the placement of your fingers are, and you're going to have fun playing lead. God bless you. Adios.